Welcome to our Middle East briefing show. Today, we've got a mix of intense news stories from around the world. First up, police in the West Bank have just arrested a Palestinian resident suspected of having ties to an Iranian agent. The details are pretty tight-lipped, but it's definitely stirring up some serious regional tensions. Next, scientists in Antarctica are digging into the past, literally. They've retrieved over 40 sediment cores from the seabed, containing layers of mud that reveal the history of marine life, pollution, and even the impact of whaling. This research could help us understand how human activity has shaped Antarctica's ecosystem and its role in fighting climate change. Finally, world leaders recently gathered at the White House, including Trump, Zelensky, and European officials, to discuss peace in Ukraine. While the details are still fuzzy, there's a real buzz about possible negotiations and even a trilateral meeting involving Putin. It's a hopeful step, but plenty of hurdles remain. Please continue to watch for the detailed stories. The Jerusalem Post reports on a disturbing development in the West Bank, where police have detained a Palestinian resident suspected of having connections to an Iranian agent. The arrest highlights ongoing concerns about Iran's influence in the region, with authorities intensifying their efforts to crack down on individuals they believe pose a threat to regional stability. The story underscores the tense atmosphere in the West Bank, where fears of espionage and infiltration by foreign powers remain high, reflecting broader geopolitical tensions involving Iran and Israel. BBC provides a vivid account of scientists venturing into the icy depths of Antarctica to retrieve mud samples from the seabed, a task that demands resilience against freezing temperatures, fierce winds, and treacherous seas. These cores, extracted from depths of up to 500 meters, serve as a history book of the ocean's past, capturing layers of sediment that record centuries of marine life and human impact, including the devastating effects of industrial whaling. The samples will undergo DNA analysis and pollution assessments to better understand how human activity has altered Antarctica's environment and how the ocean interacts with global climate change, emphasizing the importance of preserving this fragile ecosystem. The Independent reports on a high-stakes diplomatic gathering at the White House, where Donald Trump hosted Ukrainian President Zelensky alongside European leaders to discuss ending Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine. Trump's remarks reveal a tentative optimism about reaching a peace deal, with hints of potential negotiations involving territorial exchanges and a proposed peacekeeping force supported by the US and Europe. Despite his previous stance favoring territorial concessions, Trump now suggests a possible role for American involvement in a security arrangement, a move that has garnered praise from European allies but faces outright rejection from Russia. Zelensky expressed gratitude for the support, while international leaders urged swift action toward a ceasefire, reflecting mounting pressure on all sides to resolve the conflict diplomatically. The South China Morning Post vividly captures the essence of Cristiano Ronaldo's enduring legacy, illustrating how his presence in Hong Kong ignited a wave of admiration rooted in his relentless pursuit of excellence. Fans flocked to see the football icon, many willing to spend exorbitant sums just for a glimpse of him, eager to witness his spectacular performances that have defined his career across Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and now Al Nassr. Ronaldo's journey from a scrawny teenager in Sporting Lisbon to a global superstar is a testament to his dedication, athleticism, and unshakable self-belief. Former teammates recall his unwavering professionalism and unique mindset, which set him apart as a footballing legend. His record-breaking achievements, most Instagram followers, 938 career goals, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, highlight the magnitude of his influence, making him not just a player but an icon whose charisma and work ethic continue to inspire millions worldwide. The South China Morning Post's detailed account of Professor Malik Peiris's work emphasizes the critical importance of preparedness in the face of inevitable pandemics. Peiris, a pioneering virologist renowned for identifying the SARS coronavirus, warns that the next pandemic is unavoidable, and the world remains woefully unprepared. His research underscores how human activities, intensive livestock farming, global travel, exotic pet trade, have accelerated the emergence of zoonotic viruses, increasing the risk of deadly outbreaks. Peiris advocates for a holistic One Health approach that integrates human, animal, and environmental health, citing Hong Kong's successful measures against avian flu as a model. His groundbreaking work on coronaviruses and early detection during the SARS outbreak exemplifies how scientific vigilance and coordinated global responses can mitigate the devastating impacts of future pandemics. Yet, he cautions that misinformation, vaccine hesitancy, and geopolitical challenges threaten global readiness, emphasizing the urgent need for sustained investment and international cooperation. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation provides a sobering overview of the ongoing Gaza conflict, where Hamas has accepted a new ceasefire proposal amid a catastrophic toll of over 62,000 Palestinian deaths. The report highlights the complex diplomatic efforts, with Egypt and Qatar mediating talks involving Hamas and Israeli officials, aiming for a 60-day ceasefire that would facilitate hostage releases and negotiations for lasting peace. Despite these diplomatic strides, Israel remains resolute in its military objectives, insisting it will continue its offensive until Hamas is disarmed and all hostages are returned. The human toll is staggering. Civilians, including women and children, constitute about half of the casualties, with reports indicating a worsening humanitarian crisis as Gaza edges toward famine. The situation is further compounded by Israel's blockade, which has led to severe malnutrition and accusations of deliberate starvation, while international agencies warn that ongoing hostilities threaten to push Gaza into a humanitarian catastrophe, underscoring the urgent need for a sustainable resolution amidst the chaos. The Independent reports that since January 20, the Trump administration has revoked over 6,000 student visas, with around 200 to 300 of these due to alleged support for terrorism and approximately 4,000 for breaking immigration laws, including crimes such as assault, DUI, and burglary. This crackdown extends to efforts by the White House to scrutinize foreign students' social media profiles for signs of hostility towards the U.S., particularly targeting pro-Palestinian activists, often with scant evidence. The policy has caused a chilling effect on international enrollment, with industry experts predicting a significant decline in foreign students by fall 2025, and a lawsuit from college professors claiming the government is violating their First Amendment rights by detaining pro-Palestinian students and faculty. Associated Press details a brutal campaign by Islamic State-backed rebels in eastern Congo, where at least 52 civilians were killed between August 9 and 16 in attacks by the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF. These assaults, which included abductions, looting, and the destruction of homes, have compounded the region's ongoing humanitarian crisis. The ADF, with ties to ISIS, has a long history of violence in the area, having originated in Uganda before relocating to Congo in 2002. Their relentless violence, especially against civilians, underscores the persistent instability in North Kivu, where the Congolese army struggles to contain both the ADF and other rebel groups like M23, backed by Rwanda. South China Morning Post reports that Hamas has accepted a new ceasefire proposal from mediators Egypt and Qatar, signaling a potential de-escalation after more than 22 months of conflict in Gaza. The proposal, which includes a 60-day truce, partial hostage releases, and humanitarian aid, has been met with cautious optimism from Hamas, while Israel has yet to respond. International efforts are focused on securing a lasting agreement amid the ongoing humanitarian crisis, with Egypt and Qatar urging both sides to accept the terms. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground remains tense, with Israeli forces continuing military operations in Gaza, and rights groups like Amnesty International condemning Israel's policies of starvation and destruction of Palestinian infrastructure, highlighting the urgent need for a diplomatic resolution. According to reports from Yahoo US and Al Jazeera, the ongoing Israeli military operations in Gaza have resulted in a staggering death toll of approximately 62,000 Palestinians. These devastating figures are compounded by deliberate tactics such as forced starvation, which have severely exacerbated the humanitarian crisis in the region. The relentless attacks have not only caused widespread destruction and loss of life but have also led to severe shortages of essential supplies, leaving civilians in dire circumstances. The stories emerging from Gaza depict a landscape of profound suffering, where families are torn apart and communities are decimated amid the relentless violence and humanitarian neglect. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything, laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too.